Assalamu alaikum students. So this is operating system unit 5. So these are the as the topics are according to the syllabus only, certain topics which are not in the syllabus I will skip them. So these are the operating system design principles, and these are in general design principles actually. In our syllabus, if I speak about, they speak about Windows and Unix separate design principles. But as a whole, I am speaking here. Like first one is security. Security is the major concern and is a major design principle. Simplicity is the second. Means we should work on operating system in a simple manner, and it should be easy to use. Then third is modularity. That in operating system there should be certain modules which should be connected together from one to other, which can help the user to interrelate the topics. Distribution is the fourth one. These are the general design principles. Distribution is the fourth one. Fifth is the reliability. Next is the reversibility. Reversibility means if there is something which we have done and again we have to reverse it, then it comes under reversibility. And next is predictability or understandability. Means if operating system does something, then the operating system can predict the pros and cons of the activity. Like for example, there is certain system calls generated, or there may be certain interrupts which may generate. Accordingly, operating system should take over the charge. So this comes under predictability and understandability. Liveness. Liveness speaks about that operating system should be always live in respect to attend the situation, in respect to attend the task which are coming in the course of time. And the next is extensibility, or you can say scalability is also the same topic. Means operating system should have the ability to scale itself when as and when required. Next is correctness, or correctness should be proved. Means like there should be always correct things to be done by operating system, nothing wrong should be done. Maybe operating system should manage through it interrupt handling or exception handling or any other type of handling, but there should be always a 100% correctness into it. Then next is self documentation. Operating system should document each and every activity in its own way. That is the design principle of general design principle of operating system. Again they are continuing. So the next is elegance. Means it should be graceful. Whenever we work on any operating system, it should have a feeling of elegance. The next is integrity. Integrity means one and only one, nobody can replicate it. That is integrity. So it means elegance, that is gracefulness plus uniformity. Next is robustness. Robustness means intact, nothing can be changed by anybody. That is what is again a design principle of any operating system. Then next is resilience. Means nobody can enter into any parts of operating system or can disturb to any part of the operating system. Then third is next is compatibility, that operating system can compose anything, any work to be done. And next is namespace principles, or you can say this is like comes under domain namespace specifications and all other things related to DNS and all. Next is uniformity or consistency. Operating system should be consistent in its work, the way it does it, and it should be uniform. Should not do something with one task and the other with the other. So this it should not happen. It should be uniform in its action. The next is reflection, which includes monitors, or you can say terminal servers or terminal users, or you can say a remote desktop connection into it. This all comes into the picture of reflection. There should be the design. This is a common design principle for again a operating system. Next is object orientation. It should validate the problem on the basis of object, and there should be object oriented object oriented handling into it. There should be referential transparency or functional programming, means each and everything should be referred by something and should be very transparent to the server or client, or you can say the users on the operating system. And the last one is directness. Operating system design principle include directness because there should be nothing be like hidden. Everything should be very clear. The next slide is this again I have taken from the website of Windows actually, and these are some of the design principle in written in very simple language. I will read out them and will try to explain them. So first one is reduce concepts to increase confidence, and these most probably are related to Windows 7 and the later versions. So reduce concepts to increase confidence. So there should be concept should can be reduced to increase the confidence, means whatever we do should be very clear and should be very accurate. So hence the confidence will increase on working on operating system. The next thing I should see, yes, these are the explanation of each of them. So we can skip them here now, and we can move to the next slide because it is in detail. So reduce concepts to increase confidence. Have you introduced a new concept? Why is it necessary? There should be a regular check on every concept to be added. If it is essential, then it can be added. Otherwise, it should not. We should not divert our users. So that is again a design principle. Can you get rid of unneeded concept? Is it possible? If it is possible, we should get rid of our unneeded concepts. The next is, are you making meaningful distinctions? Means if there is meaningful distinctions between the existing and proposed concepts. The next is, does the user experience, that is UX, continue the same concept? So this is what is the first principle. Next is, small things matter, good and bad. Means very silly and little things are also very important. What are the important small things seen often are by many? Small things are being checked by many people. So this is again a very important thing. Should not avoid them while designing a operating system. What small problems are you solving? That is again should be identified. Do less better, means we can do less instead of doing more and more. We can do less much better than doing more and more worst. So next is, don't cut the small things in your experiences. Everything should be shared as an experience during the designing. Plan for the thoughtful details. That should be planned. Fix the small bugs. Little bugs can be fixed. So this is again we'll go fast into it because it is like in detail. Be great at look and do. So we have to look and we'll have to do the things. This is what means. Without looking means without understanding the thing should not be done. That is what is the clarity of this topic, this point. What is your user experience great at? Does its look reflect what it is great at? Means whatever we are thinking about our user experience, is it look reflect what it is great at? Means what is it telling something about the user experience, the greatness of user experience? So that is what has to be checked under the design principles. Does the first thing users see reflect what the UX is great at? So the first thing, can it be seen by the user experience, the greatness of the user experience? Does the user experience match expectations? Again a big question mark. So these are the question marks speaks about the needfulness to be done. Then is it obvious what users can do? So this has to be again checked. Are you providing only the necessary steps? It has to be checked. So there should be all the necessary steps to be done should be included into it. Next is solve distractions, not discoverability. So all the distractions which are there in the previous version should not be in the existing version, and the versions which are to come in future. So this is one thing which has to be very well versed and checked. So reduce distractions. Don't let features complete with themselves. Commit to new functionality. So here they specify that you have to solve distractions. Apart, if you are not able to discover new things, then it can be okay, but the existing distractions should be solved and eradicated. So user experience before knobs and questions. Turn down the volume of questions. Ask once. Don't require configuration to get value. Was the question asked already? Look for opportunities to consolidate. So these are the some of the things, means like user experience should be checked before the final release. Personalization, not customization. Your operating system should be personalized actually on the basis of user experience, and it should not work on the customization plan. If anybody installs the operating system, he or she should feel like personalized working environment. It should not be like something which has been imposed onto them on hardships. So value the life cycle of the experience. According to the user experience, we have to value the things done. Consider the user experience at all the stages: installation and creation, first use and customization, regular use, management and maintenance, uninstall or upgrade. Time matters, so build for people on the go. So we have to build the operating system for the requirement of the users, and also the time matters, so we have to plan it according to the time frame. So now we'll speak about Windows 2000. This unit speaks about Windows operating system. So here we have taken this from the book Slides by Galvin. These are the slides, and these are the topics into this coming part, that is history, design principles, design principles we have checked in detail, so we can check them again when it comes. System components, environmental subsystems is not in our course, we can skip it. Then file systems, networking, programmer interface is again not in our course, we can skip it. So here I close my session. I will again will present in front of you in the next presentation.